Hello guys and welcome to the channel. Today we're doing a homemade Chinese chicken curry. First, before we get started, happy Thanksgiving to everyone in the States. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Let me go over the ingredients, what we have. Right, we have a whole large onion. We have 3 potatoes. We have chicken oxo. We have, I've messed up, I've got dark soy sauce. It's supposed to be light soy sauce. So if you want to change it, you can. I don't know how this is going to affect the dish. We have mild chili powder. Mild curry powder. Yeah, normally I get hot chili powder when I'm having this, so if you want to change that as well, you can do. The reason why this was not on the live instead is because I ordered corn flour and they sent me this. Apparently this is corn flour as well. There's 2 types of corn flour. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do with this. It did have a hole in it, so it was pointless me sending it back because the driver refunded me for that anyway. And the ingredient I did want is corn flour. Oof. Proper corn flour. And we also have 3 chicken breast here as well. First you want to cut these into quarters, so I'm going to go and do that now. Right, now your onion has been cut into quarters. What you want to do is do one more cut, so cut directly down the middle point of the onion and cut it once more. So you should have 8 pieces of onion. Now you should have your onion into 8 segments. All you want to do is cut it lengthways this way, like that. So you take your segment and you cut it that way to make the chunks. You want to peel the layers of your onion. So your onion, so you're going to peel your onions after you've chopped them, so they come out in segments like that. Right, and then you need to chop your potatoes into chunks, and then you need to boil them in the water. Same with your chicken. Slice your chicken into, bite-sized chunks, I would say, depending on how you want to do it. So let me get these chopped, these potatoes chopped and this chicken chopped, and then I'll bring you back and move on to the next step. Right, I've done the onion. The onion is like that. Okay, I've not used all the onion. The rest of the onion is there. I'll probably snack on that while I'm cooking the food. There is the potatoes, all chopped up nicely into cubes. Right, next step is I'm going to boil these potatoes for a bit. I'm not going to boil them all the way. You don't want to boil them all the way, otherwise they'll start to mash in your curry sauce when you're cooking the curry. So you want to part boil these potatoes. So I'd say about halfway. Just when the edges start to get cooked, that's when you want to stop, and then you want to fry the onions a little bit, not too long, because you don't want them soggy. You still want a bit of crunch to the onions. So I'm going to fry the onions like this now. I'm going to boil the potatoes, and when they're ready I'm going to pour the onions into the potatoes, add some curry powder, give it a mix, and I'm going to cook the chicken. Once the chicken's cooked, I'm going to put them in there as well. But I'll bring you back when I'm you know, putting the curry sauce, curry powder into the potatoes and the onions. Right, you see how these are. For me, this is done. In my opinion, they're ready to go. You can do them a bit longer if you want. I like a little bit of crunch in mine. I think it's just, oh yeah, it's really nice. So I'm going to take them off the heat now. Sorry about the background TV. Yeah, I'm going to take them off the heat now. Let them set. Wait for the potatoes to be done. Once the potatoes are done, I'm going to start cooking the chicken. Now let me show you. I've diced all the chicken. They are similar to the potatoes, so get similar sized chunks to the potatoes. Don't worry if they look big. When you cook the chicken, they constrict and get smaller. So yeah, don't worry. They look like big chunks like that, but they will shrink once you start cooking them like that. So the onions are in there as well, along with the potatoes. I'm just going to cook this chicken now. Once the chicken is cooked, I'm going to add them together, and then I'm going to sprinkle the lot with curry powder, and then I'll get onto the sauce. Right, the chicken is done. I've done it so the chicken is probably about a minute away from being done. So I've got all the stuff in there. I've got the chicken, I've got the potatoes, and I've got the onions. So what you want to do is pour, hopefully you're not using an old tub and it's not clumpy, but yeah, you want to sprinkle curry powder on, oh god, you want to sprinkle curry powder on your stuff in there. Yeah, this curry powder is about a year old, so it, after a while, it does tend to clump together. There we go, we've got some curry powder in there like that, and we're just going to use the spoon to mix it all together. Right, now that is done, we're almost complete. We just have to get the sauce together, put the sauce in there, put some corn flour in there to let it thicken, and then put it on a low heat for about, I've got to turn this down to a low heat, medium to low heat for about an hour. So let's get the sauce started. And just a heads up, I don't have measurements. I go by feeling. So we're going to start with some soy sauce. Like I said, I normally use light soy sauce for this rather than dark. This chili powder has also been sitting around for a good while. Like I said, this is done with feeling, so there's no measurements. You can adjust to your liking. I'm going to put in some chicken oxo. I say we do 2 cubes of chicken oxo. I think dark soy sauce is more salty, so I'm hoping that's not the case. But yeah, I don't know why I got dark. I've never gotten dark before. I've always gotten light soy sauce. light soy sauce. I don't know if you guys do this as well with your packet before you open it, whether you mash it up inside there, so that way when you open it, it's already a powder and you can just pour it all out. Right, so you got your 2 chicken stock in there as well. That's about what it looks like. I'm going to add some water. Oh, I wish you can smell the smells coming off that. So yeah, basically you add some water after that, mix it all together, make sure that there's no lumps left in it, then you pour it all in your pan, add some more water. Bit more water. Right, there it currently is, all in the water. So we're going to put it on a low heat for about an hour. I'm going to come back and check on it to see if it needs, whether it needs anything. And then once it's almost done, we don't want to add the corn flour just yet. So we're going to leave that for about 30 to 40 minutes. Then we're going to put corn flour in and then thickening it up a bit more. And it's going to be thick, juicy, delicious, homemade Chinese chicken curry. What is after about 45 minutes, I'll come back, I'll show you what it looks like, and then we'll get started with adding the corn flour. Right, it has been about 40 minutes now. So we're going to take the lid off, give it a stir. You don't have to cook it for this long if you don't want to. It is entirely up to you. It is your choice. The reason why I do it for this long is because it gives time for the flavours to go into the potatoes, the onions and the chicken. So it's much tastier, but it's down to you whether you do it or not. Right, let's get the corn flour in here and start to thicken it. Right, this is the corn flour I was after, white powder. You can use the same cup as you did with the curry, so don't worry about that. And then you just put some corn flour in the bottom, add some water. And then give it a mix. There we go, got the corn flour mixed up. Now I'm just going to pour the corn flour into the curry. What's good is it is flavourless as well. So and don't worry if you put too much in and it's gotten too thick, just add a bit more water to loosen it slightly. Even though it still looks runny now, I'm not going to put any more in just yet because it thickens up. So I don't want to put it all in there and then realise it's too thick. So do it in steps until you get to your right thickness. And that's it. Right, let's get on with the garlic. Right, we've got our garlic in there with oil. We're going to fry our garlic for a couple minutes. Not a couple minutes, sorry. When it starts to bubble, about 30 seconds. You can hear it starting to bubble now. Right, you don't want to let your garlic burn, so I'm going to add a cup of rice and then I'll mix it around. Right, while that is frying together with the rice, I'm going to add some water. I've said this several times before when I've cooked rice. If you're using an electric hob like mine, then here I am. Yeah, if you're using an electric hob like mine, when the water is just above the rice, turn it down to minimum, put the lid on it, and then once the water has disappeared, your rice is perfect. If you're using a gas, then once the water is level with the rice, once the water starts to drain or get absorbed by the rice, once it becomes level, if you're on a gas, then turn it down to minimum heat and put the lid on. The reason why it's different is because the electric one takes longer to go from a hot temperature to a low temperature, whereas the gas, it's instant. Right, let's add some salt to our rice. I think that's enough. And what's good, once you put the salt in, just give it a final little mix around. Make sure no rice is stuck on the sides of the pan where you're not going to get cooked. There we go. Also, you want to taste your water. Perfect. Doesn't need any salt, more salt or anything. That's perfect, ready to go. Now that's not going to take long. As soon as it's done, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get set up now in the living room. And I'll see you guys when we're eating. Oh, I'm also having, but I do love these. This is garlic breads from Marks and Spencer's. They are so good, so I'm going to have 2 of them with the rice as well. Right, here is a finished product. It looks delicious. Rice is absolutely perfect. I love it. Let's try the curry. It's really hot though, so Nice. Not too hot. I'm drinking Iron Brew 1901 recipe. Yeah, I don't know if you guys have ever had these. I love these from Marks and Spencer's. They are so good. They really, really are. Let me know in the comments whether you're going to try cooking the recipe. And also let me know on a future video, if you did try it, what did you think of it as well. But always dropping something. Onions, lovely. It has that soft crunch to the onions, that's what I really like. I don't know. You know, you can change the recipe to your specifications of how you like it. If you like your onions more crunchy, don't fry them first, just put them straight in. But yeah. Oh, this is hot. Let me give it a few minutes to cool down because it's quite hot. Right, we are back. It was only about 5-minute break. As you can see, it's still steaming. But yeah, hopefully it's like not as hot as it was. Nice. Chicken is moist as well. I have tried this curry before, but I cooked the chicken fully. Oh my god, that chicken was dry. Oh god. Start eating the bread. It's not too hot neither. If you like yours hot, you can always add some more stuff in there if you like. Some fresh chilies. You can add peas in here as well, which is it's nice, but I didn't have any peas to add. One thing I do love about making the curry is you have leftovers for days. Like, I've got lots of sauce left, so this can easily feed 6 people. You know, because I've got plenty of curry left, I've got plenty of rice left. And the potatoes wasn't as overdone as I thought they was as well. So that's good news, because all the time you're mixing, the curry, you're mixing the potatoes as well. So if they're fully cooked, then they'll start to break up in the curry. But luckily they wasn't, so I'm happy. I'm happy for that. So Saturday and Sunday, I've got more curry for the next couple of days. Or yeah, Saturday and Sunday. So yes. It's lovely. It's got a medium heat. The only thing about leftover curry is it gets hotter. So when I'll heat it up tomorrow, it'd be like really hot. Like quite spicy. Oh, that is that. Yeah, if you've never had these before, they are expensive. I think they're £2 something for 4. I would definitely recommend getting them. Trying them at least once, because they are so nice. Because the butter melts and it has like a powdery garlic flavour on it, and it's just really, really nice. Unfortunately, Wales lost today. I'm a bit gutted. I would have liked Wales to win against Iran. But yeah, in order for Wales to have a chance to go through, I think they have to rely on England to win against USA, and for Wales to beat England to have any chance of going through. And then they would have to hope that USA beats Iran. So there's been some crazy, like, scores in the World Cup so far. And some crazy game lengths as well. Like, wow. Luckily, the dark soy sauce, I didn't notice a difference between that and the light size soy sauce. So at least there's that. I know there wasn't very many ingredients in the sauce. Sometimes simplicity is key, or less is more, shall we say. But yeah, I think it's absolutely lovely. It was my sister who taught me how to cook this, so I don't know where she got it from. I think it might have been my uncle who taught it to my sister. I could be wrong though. We're talking years. You can tell that the rice is cooked properly. It's because it's not clumping, it's all grains of rice. And that is through trial trial and error, because I have done it before where you can literally cut it like a cake and serve slices, and it was that bad. Thank you ever so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy. I hope you have a fantastic weekend, and I'll see you on Tuesday.